good practice, good physical practice. Got some things done. Getting better, getting better.
Spurlock is back out there today?
Yeah, he's back out there practicing today. We're good. Didn't miss anything. Got in. I mean, we didn't go the whole practice, but we put in about 3/4 of it. He was pretty good. It was good. We're breaking back in another day, so he should be going the whole time.
All 5 out there now, right?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't have him in team. We held him out a little bit the last, broke a little bit. We didn't give him a full day, but for the most part, he was. That's the first time. We're good. Good. He catches that. Dude, he got that little thing on thumb. That'll be off in a couple days, but he catches the ball one-handed. Doing good.
Has Bert responded at all to that?
Yeah, and it ain't nothing Bert's doing wrong, guys. Willie's a big, good player. You got to play them all. I mean, you guys act like because the guy gets beat out. Receivers, Josh Reed won the Blitnikoff and never started a game as a junior. Never started one game as a junior, won the Blitnikoff award as a senior. And still caught 80 balls as a junior, or sophomore, when he came out as a junior.
What was the coordinator thinking not starting him?
Well, he better come off the bench.
Who's backing up Rodney Smith?
It's Z. Rodney's not starting. Taiwan starting the league. Rodney's second. Then it'll probably be behind him be Greg Jimbo.
How's Taiwan doing?
Good, solid, playing good ball. You tell he's a veteran, been around, does everything. Can move him around different spots, different positions. Do a lot of things inside, outside. He's doing a solid job.
When he went to baseball, did you think there was a chance you might not get him back?
Nah, I figured we would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured we would. I mean, but you can't. I mean, we didn't. We had to move on. But I was glad we did.
You notice the difference a year removed from that Achilles he had last year? Does he seem a little different?
He does move better. He is moving better. Got healthy and did the off season and seen him move around a lot better right now.
How's the defense?
Good at times. Didn't ran the ball. We ran the ball too good on him inside that. Didn't like that. The last 2 days in a row, we ran the ball really good on him inside. Knocked them out, and had some big plays coming out. And they got to tighten that up a little bit. They, for the most part, have been really good. The secondary play really well.
Have you thought about trying to change practice times at all to try to get the flexibility there?
Where would I change it to? Give me a time. I'm asking, seriously.
5 in the morning.
Now, punish the kids?
Yeah, and us.
And the studying and all that. I mean, they still got 8 o'clock classes. Never want them for classes.
Yeah.
Huh? I mean, and you ain't got lights on the practice field, so. And then plus it takes away study hall. You have to change everything. The way it's all been set up off an afternoon schedule. That's why kids got morning classes.
I feel like you miss anything much weather.
Yeah, I mean, just continuity. Well, I mean, we're adapting. Hey, that's the cards you're dealt. You can't worry about that. I mean, you got to play. We got to practice it. Adversity makes you stronger. Got to keep grinding. No excuses and play.
Where's the practice facility staying in Jersey? Maybe practice.
No, I don't know. We're working on it. They're working on it. That's the powers that be. They thought they were moving ahead, so we'll find out. I haven't actually talked to a couple guys for a while. I've been in camp, so hopefully it's moving on.
Coach, who's working on kickoff returns right now?
Reed and Joyner, just started. Reed and Joyner just started. Kickoff return.
Reed.
Yeah, great. Yeah. Bert's back there too. I mean, Bert's in the mix too, but Joyner and Greg Reed are the 2 starters.
It's a pretty good combo, right? I mean, that's about
We'll see.
But are you probably excited about those 2
I
guys?
hope so. I mean, they're both dynamic. Probably 2 as explosive of players with the ball in their hands anybody get on the team. I mean, they're both on defense. I mean, they're probably the 2 as the most dynamic guys you got.
Coach, the amount of time that he puts into it, people always talk about the return guys, but the scheme and the blocking and the
you gotta be
aspects.
sound. And we got a lot of good guys, a lot of good mid-skill level guys that can run, big bodies that can block and do things. We ought to have a chance to be pretty good on that unit. I would think. We'll find out. Hope we don't have to use it a lot. Hope we don't have to use it for a limited time. But there's some good guys. He does a good job scheming on all the special teams.
And have you always been, hey, the roster's open? I mean, obviously you have some.
All the good teams I've ever been on.
Yeah.
All the good teams I've ever been on, everybody played. I mean, the first guys earned a spot. We're down the line guys. They had a role. The best players got to play. I mean, it's not a job just to play everybody. I mean, you got to be careful on offense, defense, but that's as many snaps and all that. Like I said this before, that one of the best special teams players I've ever been around in my life was Michael Clayton, Justin Vincent. Justin Vincent, the year we won the national championship, was a freshman, 1,100-yard rushers, our leading tackler, and special teams MVP. You know, so I mean, we put good guys on it, and they'll make plays and do things. So that's the greatest space you're playing in. So why don't you want to have your best players?
What do you know about Sanford? Have you seen the video of them?
Oh, a bunch of them. I watched a bunch of video. Good, very well coached on both sides of the ball. I got the quarterback back, got the good tailback. Do some great things on that. I mean, there are a lot of trick things on offense, dilly-dally, and play physical. Defense very well coached. Sound fundamentally 4-3 scheme, a lot of 2-deep stuff and roll, and then they blitz and play 3-4 and play Tampa and mix their coverages up. I mean, if you look at their scores, I mean, they do a really good job on defense. I mean, guys, they had Central Florida beat last year, won a bowl game. Opened up last year, they're ahead. Central Florida has scored in the fourth quarter to go up 28-24, and Central Florida went to a bowl game. It was 8-5 last year, if I'm not mistaken. So, I mean, they're a good sound, and they got everybody back from that team. No linebackers, the returning Southern Conference Defensive Player of the Year preseason. He's a very good player. Corners up front, guys are big. Good job.
We do scrimmage, prep scrimmage this Saturday.
We'll practice situation like we do. We'll run the clock and just run from the sideline. But just like we do in our practice, because we practice so many situations like a game, and that's what we'll continue to do and put them in. We'll do substitutions, run the clock, run the 40-second clock, that kind of stuff. And, maybe work the headsets again one more time.
How's it feeling changed out here in practice? How's it feeling changed out here in the last couple of days now that you're getting closer?
I haven't seen it. I mean, guys are just coming to work. I mean, they're still coming to work every day. Still coming to work every day and doing a good job. I mean, it's been the same, and I kind of like it. I mean, I think I'm gonna start practicing for a game. I mean, you get some hype, but they've had good work ethic every day.
Do the coaches start feeling like the clock is ticking at this point?
I mean, you always do that as a coach. I mean, you never feel that way, but you're trying to make sure you got your game plan and things you're trying to do. But you'll start clicking here pretty good.
You're starting to get a sense as you fill out that 2 deep, how many true freshmen you might need to
we'll go play a lot of them.
at.
We'll play a lot of them as many as we can, because a lot of them guys can help on special teams. They can get in the game as backups. And like I say, by game 4 or 5, it's not where they're at now. Where they're going to be game 4, 5, 6, 7. You know what I'm saying? You got a 12 game regular season. You got a championship game, a bowl game. Hopefully 14 games you're playing in. And once you're done, it's a long season, so you got to develop these guys and have them ready. And I don't know if we're playing on redshirt a lot of those guys. We got to get them in the mix and get them playing. And then the ones that do need it, we'll get it. I mean, there'll be a couple. I mean, there always are. And that has nothing to do with them maybe get banged up, bruised, whatever it may be. But we'll try to get as many of them ready to play as we can.